streaming part 11 of Virtue's Last Reward on the PC. So yeah, I've been streaming this afternoon, but exceptionally I will be streaming tonight as well because I am really eager to finish this game, because this is getting to the good part, so... I'm not connected to right Wi-Fi here. Come on. There we go. There was a username and something there just now. Is that a hint to something in the game? Well, okay, let's go. If my internet doesn't disconnect me or anything, well, I should be good for the next 2 hours or so, I should think. Okay, so we both allied. So yeah, this is where we stand, right here. And let's put it on automatic.
当然じゃ。わしらが裏切りを選べば、アリスの BP は0以下になってしまうのじゃからな。
ま、そういうこった。ルナさんたちにもお礼を言わなければ。よくぞ協力を選んでくださいました。
お礼ならシグマさんに言ってください。実際に投票
Yeah,
したの
everyone
は
allied this time.
シグマさんなんですから。
シグマさん、ありがとうございます。
Did I publish that thing on Discord, by the way? No, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
シグマさん
Yeah, that's the thing
お
with
い、
the
ど
white
うしたん
blood.
じゃ、シグマ。返事ぐらいせんか。
Huh? Oh, yeah, looks like we all allied. That's great.
シグマ、一体何があったというんじゃ。
そういやさっきからずっと上の空って感じだよな。もしかして AB ルームの中でルナに振られたとか。
No, nothing like that.
おいおい。
He's wondering if he should hide it from the others,
冗談も
maybe.
通じなくなっちまったとは。これじゃよっぽど重症だな。
Before Dio could continue, the heavy metal rumble of doors shutting echoed through the warehouse. Oh yeah, those doors closing. Yeah, we know the drill by now.
ゲートを無限に開放できる。ということはつまり。
星のカードキーを使えば何度でも AB ゲームができる。どうやらそういうことみたいですね。
Yeah, as long as we have the cards, though.
そういやゼロウサギがこんなこと言ってなかったか。
Yeah, this is going to be the same thing.
確かに。みんな、すまんがバングルを見せてくれんかの。色と種類を確かめておきたい。
Everyone nodded and held their arms out toward him. Yeah, don't show your hand. I stared at them, terrified to follow suit, but certain that refusing would only draw more suspicion. So I held my arm out, hand tightened into a white-knuckled fist to hide the cut. When their eyes landed on my hand, my heart skipped a beat. As long as you can't see anything.
なるほど。ディオとケイは黄色のペア。わしとルナも同じくペアじゃが、色は違うな。
ええ、天明寺さんは水色。私は紫色ですね。
What am I, by the way?
シグマだけがソロ版か。
Oh, I'm a solo, okay.
赤のソロってことは医務室にいる4人は何色の何番なんだ。
わしとルナはペア番じゃからそれぞれ相方がいるはずじゃが
I think I might have another escape room on that path, don't I? Menu. Actually, I only ever had one right here. After the second round of the AV game. Oh, oops. Hold on. Why is my chat not showing over there right away? Let me have a better look. No, my bad. Yeah, there was that one. Security room. I went in there with Fi. And that one, the director's office. I think there should be another one. It might be on that path, I'm not sure. But anyway.
すると残りの2人がソロ版ってことになるな。表示色はわからんが。
多分緑と青だと思います。
なぜわかる？
ご覧になりませんでしたか？ B 階の倉庫で白く輝いた扉を。あれがきっと次に開かれる CD で。
ああ、それなら私とファイさんも見ましたよ。ビオトープの探索を終えた後、倒れたクオーク君を運んでいる途中で。
混ぜ合わせた時に白になるのは赤、緑、青の3色になる。
ええ、そういうことです。
さてと、わしは一度医務室に戻るぞ。クオークとアリスのことが気がかりじゃからな。
では私も戻りましょ
う。俺も行くとするかな。こんなところに残っててもしょうがねえからな。
シグマさんとルナさんはどうなさいますか？
Luna is going to confront me about my hand. About what? Her usual pleasant expression had been replaced with something much more sullen. Two of us have secrets. She must have noticed that there was something wrong with me. I always want to press that arrow key to get past the dialogue, and I can't. That was what she wanted to talk about. I was sure of it. Okay, fine. I managed to make my voice sound almost relaxed.
おいおい、二人でこっそりと密談か？一体何を企んでやがる？
何も企んでなんかいませんよ。本当に大したことじゃないんです。
まあいい。勝手にしろ。
Dio tossed his head with a mixture of arrogance and feigned disinterest and marched out the yellow door. Temioji and Kei quickly followed. In only moments, all three had disappeared. So, what was it that you wanted to talk about? I was almost certain I knew, but there was always hope. I did my best to act as if I was genuinely confused.
そうですね。ここで話すのもなんですし、場所を変えませんか？
I think I know where this is going.
さっきアリスさんを捜索しているときに、いいところを見つけたんです。
The garden. As strange as her request was, I had no reason to object. I kept my mouth shut and followed Luna as she headed off. The garden. Yes, well, sort of. I came here once when I was looking for Alice. So, what brings you here?
なんだか落ち着きませんか？この殺風景な施設の中で唯一緑があるのがこの場所で、なんていうか、その月並みですけど、自然っていいなってそう思って、 深刻な話をするにはうってつけの場所だと思ったんです。緑を見てるとそれだけで心が癒されるから。あそこにベンチがありますね。座りませんか？
She sat down softly and gently, and I lowered myself down next to her. So, what did you want to talk to me about? Instead of answering, Luna lifted the tiny birdcage pendant she wore into the palm of her hand. She was silent for a moment and then began to talk.
知ってました？実はこれオルゴールなんですよ。
Really?
ええ、
She twisted the key on the bottom and it made an almost imperceptible winding noise. When she released it, soft, clear notes drifted out. It's a nice song. Why'd you bring that up, though?
知ってもらいたかったからかな。シグマさんにも私のことを。私、内気な性格のせいか友達とか知り合いとか全然いなくて、それでずっと一人ぼっちで生きてきたんです。そのことがとても辛くて寂しくて苦しくて孤独に押しつぶされてしまいそうで、そんな時大切な人がこのオルゴールをくれたんです。言葉はありませんでしたが、私はこんなメッセージが込められてるんじゃないかと思いました。ルナ、幸せとは案外すぐ近くにあるものなんだよ。シグマさん、メーテルリンクの青い鳥の話って知ってます？
I think so. Well, kinda like me, I know the gist of it. I think it starts on Christmas Eve. The brother and sister named Tiltil and Mittil get asked to find the blue bird by this old woman and they travel to the dream world. Well, I know, actually, he knows even more than I did. Just know that the quest for the blue bird of happiness is like the quest for happiness itself, and it turns out that the happiness was the search for the bird itself and not finding it. Kinda like that, yeah. So they visit all these different places, but they can't find it. Eventually they give up and go home, but when they wake up, the bird is in a bird cage in their hut.
そうですよね。一般的に知られている童話の青い鳥は確かにそんな結末で終わっています。そしてその教訓がさっき言った通りのもので、
Yeah, like you said, happiness is closer than you think.
だから私はこのオルゴールをくれた人はきっとそんなメッセージを私に伝えたかったんだろうって。正しいかどうかは分かりません。私の勝手な思い込みに過ぎないのかも。でもなんだかそんな風に言われてるような気がして、とても嬉しくて、その時からこのオルゴールは私にとっての宝物。けれどある時ふと気づいちゃったんですよね。この青い鳥のもう一つの意味に。メーテルリンクが書いた原作には実は続きがあったんです。
There's more?
チルチルとミチルが餌をあげようとした時、青い鳥はカゴの中から逃げ出してしまうんですよ。それが原作の本当のラストなんです。
Whoa. What about the moral then?
もちろん変わることになりますね。幸せとは手に入れたと思った途端儚く消え去ってしまうものだ。
This is really sad. Demoralizing.
とはい
Depressing.
え、そのことに気づいてもなお、この青い鳥が私にとっての宝物であることに変わりはありませんでした。あの方が本当は何を伝えたくてこれを私に授けてくださったのかは分かりません。でも私はこんな風に解釈することにしたんです。幸せとは常に追い求めるべきものである。 それを追い求めている時こそが本当の幸せなのである。
Yeah, that's the morale I remember. That's the conclusion I remember.
ところでシグマさん、ひょっとしてシグマさんはチルチルみたいな存在なのではないでしょうか。
What?
クリスマスの前夜、老婆から青い鳥を探してきてほしいと頼まれたあの
What are you trying to say?
シグマさん、一つ聞いてもいいですか？
Sure.
シグマさんはアリスさんをどこで発見されたのでしょう？
This time I found her in the crew quarters. Does that have to do with anything?
いいから答えてください。アリスさんを見つけた場所はどこですか？
Room 2 in the crew quarters.
じゃあその前はどこに？
He was in the lounge, I think. Yeah. That was after we'd split up to go look for Alice. The first place I went was the
つまり
lounge.
シグマさんはラウンジからキャビンの2号室
But I
に
just said
行き
earlier that I had been to this
そこで
place
倒れたアリ
before
スさんを発見。
looking for Alice. But that was in a different timeline, though. In an alternate reality, in a parallel universe.
慌てて医務室に運び込んだ。
Yeah.
ではお尋ねします。どうしてシグマさんはこのビオトープのことをご存知だったのでしょう？
It's called Biotop in Japanese because that's what she said.
ここにやってきた時、あなたは確かにこう言いましたよね。アリスを捜索している時に一度来たことがって。おかしいじゃないですか。時系列的に考えればシグマさん、あなたがこのビオトープを訪れる機会などあったはずがないのです。なのにどうして、なんでこの空間のことをあなたは知っていたのですか？
Well, I didn't know what to say. I couldn't even explain it to myself. Why had I told her I knew about the garden? Why had I told her I'd been there before?
シグマさん、もしかしてあなたはこの施設に最初から存在したロボットなんじゃないですか？
What?
ええ、そう考えれば説明がつくのです。あなたがこのビオトープのことを知っていた件についても、それから左手の傷のことについても。
Damn, so you did see it, huh?
最新のロボットは金属製の骨格に ABT と呼ばれる人工的な生体組織を外装することによって見た目を人間とほぼ変わらないものにすることができると言われています。その ABT、 人工生体組織に血液の代わりとして使われているのが白い液体で、
They watched a bit too much of Alien. Or Aliens. Like the first two films with the synthetic human always having like kind of like white blood. For some reason when Luna had called me a robot, it hadn't really fazed me. Maybe because it was just so out there. It didn't sound like a real possibility, it sounded more like a theory you'd get from someone in another house. Still, my hand was still oozing white liquid. Was I really a robot? No, that was impossible. I needed to stop doing that. Questioning myself so much was giving me heart palpitations. Luna, aren't you a little
怖
scared?
い？どうしてですか？
Well, let's say I'm a robot. That means there's a pretty good chance Zero is pulling my strings. That would make me your enemy.
敵ですか？仮にそうだとしても怖くはないですね。
Why not?
さあ、もしかしたらロボットだからこそロボット工学三原則って聞いた
Oh
こと
yeah,
ないです
because
か？
a robot can't hurt a human. But as long as those 3 laws of robotics have been programmed into the robot, that is.
SF 作家のアシモフがとある小説の中で示した指針のことなのですが、
Rule number 1. A robot may not injure a human being, or 3. An action allow a human being to come to harm. Another one that's mentioned in Aliens, actually. Rule 2. A robot must obey any orders given to it by human beings except when such orders would conflict with the first law. Rule 3. A robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with the first or second laws. Oh yeah, I've heard those before. That's just an ideal though. You could work toward that, but I don't think you could ever actually achieve it. I mean, depending on how you program them, robots could do pretty much whatever they wanted to.
確かにおっしゃる通りです。でも私は信じてるんです。たとえどんなプログラムが書き込まれていようと、シグマさんは三原則に背いて行動するような方ではないって。三原則のないロボットなんてただの鉄の塊に過ぎません。シグマさんはそうじゃない。あなたには心がある。だってそうじゃなければこんなにも綺麗な目をしているはずがないから。
If I have a heart, I'm not a machine then. I'm not a robot.
で、なんだか断定口調で話してしまいましたが、まだシグマさんがロボットだとは決まったわけじゃないですよね。調べてみないことにはなんとも。
Tests.
医務室に
How?
ある機械を使って。
Oh yeah, that thing in the infirmary. I heard the crunch of dried leaves behind us. When I turned, there was nothing. Who is it?
いるんですか？
私だよ。
Fi?
すまんが、こっちに来てくれないか。見てもらいたいものがある。
Luna and I looked at one another, shrugged, and stepped into the bushes. Hmm.
ようこそ。
Welcome. Yokoso. What? How long have you
つ
been
いさ
here?
っき来たばかりだよ。
じゃあ私たちの会話は。
聞いてない。
Yeah, even if she had, she wouldn't tell me.
何か聞かれちゃまずいことでも話してたのか。
Kinda, yeah. To be honest.
そんなことよりもこいつを見てくれ。
Followed the line of her finger. Aha! We have found bomb number 1. Okay. Well, I don't think the game requires me to tell it where the bombs are, but I'm still gonna write it down though, regardless. It's only bomb 0 now that I haven't found, and I don't have the code to bomb number 3. B garden. Okay. Shit, this is...
反物質爆弾。
そうだ。言うまでもなく、キャビンにあったものを誰かが移し替えたというわけではない。
It's not even the same number, so...
両者は全くの別物だ。
Duh, it's got 01 printed on it. The other one had 03.
見ろ。ここに番号が記されてい
Ah,
る。
there you go. It says 01.
キャビンにあったのは
They haven't found the one from the lab
ということは
in that timeline? Bomb 02. Shit, then there's no question, huh?
しかもそれだけで
Oh
は
no,
な
they
さそう
found
だ。
it in the lab when they went to replicate the axle of ear in the other timeline.
当然
So they haven't been there to check this
ど
time.
こかにあると。
断言はできないが、おそらく
Damn it. That means we're dealing with a combined explosive power equal to 3 tons of TNT.
そうだな。
仕掛けたのは誰でしょう。
シグマとルナ、お前らなんじゃないのか。どうやらお前らずっとここにいたみたいだし。
Hey, don't give me that. You're way more suspicious than we are. What were you doing in the bushes anyway?
まあちょっと散歩を。
Taking a walk? You really think I'm gonna buy that?
分かったよ。正直に言おう。実は他の連中から何やらお前らが密談らしきものをしているって聞いてな。
And that made you curious.
それで気になって英会の倉庫に行ってみたんだよ。ところがお前らの姿は見当たらなかった。ますます怪しさを感じた私はすぐにその足でここ
Why would she know to look there specifically, by the way?
来てみると案の定ベンチに座って話し込む二人の姿が遠くの方から見えた。そこで気づかれないようにこっそりと背後に回り込み、ゆっくりと ゆっくりと近づいていったその矢先、この反物質爆弾を。どうだ、少しは信じてもらえたかな。
I'm not entirely convinced that you didn't hear anything. So who planted the
可能
bomb?
性なら全員にあることになるだろう。アリスを探していた時なら誰だってここを訪れることはできたはずだし。
とにかくこのことをみんなに知らせないと。
Yeah, you're right. Let's head back to the infirmary. Everyone else was already there when we arrived. Clover and Tenmyoji, Kei and Dio, and of course Alice and Quark. Both seemed to be sleeping peacefully. You'd never think to look at them that they'd been completely insane not so long ago. Alright, everybody listen up. I told them how we'd found the #1 bomb in the garden, and how, judging by the numbering on the 2 bombs we'd found so far, there was probably a #2 bomb out there somewhere too. And Dio already said in the other timeline that there was a 4th bomb anyway. A 0-0 bomb, so... but that's the only one I still haven't located though.
なんということじゃ。一体どうすれば。
確かアリスはこんなことを言ってたよね。
緊急解除用のパスワードがあるはずなの。それを入力すれば装置の機能を停止できるわ。側面のところにコネクタがついてるでしょ。ここに専用の端末を接続するのよ。そうすればそこからパスワードが入力できるようになるわ。
Yeah, the device, I still don't know where it is.
そのパスワードさえ分かれば全ては解決すると。
いや、ちょっと待ってくれ。その前にパスワードを入力するには専用の端末が必要だったはず。そいつがなければどうすることもできないんじゃないのか。
And in the other timeline, you didn't have it on him.
そこでみんなにはこれからボディチェックを受けてもらおうと思う。
ボディチェック。
Well,
so that-
anything inside his armor, you're not
おそら
likely
く
to
この
get
中に存
to
在
it.
する。だとするとそいつが専用の端末、緊急解除用の入力装置を持っている可能性は高い。
そいつをこれから見つけようっていうのか。
その通り。
でも
Who's gonna
で
search
も
you?
なしだ。もしも拒否したら即座にそいつを犯人とみなす。疑われたくなかったら素直に従うことだ。いいな。
You've got nothing to fear if you have nothing to hide.
それでは早速だが始めさせてもらうことにしよう。まず最初にチェックを受けてもらうのはそうだな。
Shiguma. Wait. You only need to search one person.
どうして？
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it. The words were out of my mouth before I'd even realized I was saying them.
知ってる？知ってるってお前。
Yeah. I met Fia's gaze and nodded, then turned away. I know who set the bombs. That person is Dio. Because I already figured that out before. That person is you! Sounds like Phoenix Wright with the arm like that. Dio!
何よお前たわけたことを。
Well, we're about to find out. Sorry, Kay, but could you hold him now? Hold him down?
いや、しかし。
It's on him, I promise.
ふざけるな。それじゃ前後が逆だろうが。
So, this isn't a court. Besides, all we want is to know who set the bombs. And why are you getting so worked up anyway? If you're innocent, then the search would show that, and I'll look like an idiot.
悪いがそんなデタラメな論理に従うわけにはいかねえんだよ。そもそも根拠は何なんだ。どうして俺が犯人だなんて。
Because I know about the Myrmidons.
プレイ
ドールズ。
そ なんでシグマが知ってるの？
Oh, that's not all I know. I know about Free the Soul and I know about Brother.
そいつは一体何なんだ？
I can tell you the details later. But there's no question that you were the one who set up the bombs.
お前な、ヨタ話もいい加減にしろよ。俺はクレイドールズなんて組織のことは知らねえし、フリーザソウルのこともブラザーなんて老いぼれのことも。
Oh, Dio, tell me, how does that foot taste? Wait, what? How does that foot taste? Who the Myrmidons are? I don't recall saying the Myrmidons were people. And what about Brother? How would you know his age if I haven't said anything besides his name? Ha! Tricked ya.
それじゃあディオがあのテロ組織のリーダー
Hi, Jeff.
レフトだっていうの？
テロ？
組織。
レフト？
残念ながらこれ以上言い逃れはできそうもねえな。それにしても一体いつからクレイドールズはそんなに有名になったんだ。シグマや四つ葉が知ってるようなメジャーな組織じゃないはずなんだがな。確かに認めよう。俺はクレイドールズのリーダー、本名はレフトという。ゼロボスが企てた計画 AB 計画を阻止するために俺はこの施設へと送り込まれてきたんだ。爆弾を仕掛けたのはそのため。
That's something he didn't say in the other timeline. The reason he was here.
この建物もろとも吹っ飛ばすようにと指示されていて。
AB plan?
何なのよそれは。
さすがにそこまでは知らなかったか。うっかりと口を滑らせちまったが、まあいい。どのみちお前らはここでくたばることになるんだからな。
くたばる？
God damn it, no! I leapt toward him.
おっと、それ以上近づくな。一歩でも足を進めてみろ。次の瞬間にはお前らの体は蒸発し。
ということは、今あなたが手にしているその機械は
反物質爆弾の。
まあそういうことだ。分かったらさっさと下がれ。
ディオさん、落ち着いてください。そのスイッチを押したらディオさんも爆発に巻き込まれることになるんですよ。
ああ、別に構わんよ。どうせ俺には代わりがいるんだからな。
What?
いいからうだうだ言ってねえでさっさと下がれよ。ほら、何をしてる。早くしろ。
We had no choice. Slowly, carefully, we backed away. All of us except for one, Tenmyoji.
おいじじい、耳が遠くて聞こえなかったのか。下がれと言ってるんだ。
断る。
貴様、俺は本気だぞ。
そうか。ならばさっさと押すがよい。その起爆装置とやらのスイッチを。
What?
天明寺さん。
ほら、どうした。早くせんか。
I'm not getting any
おや
younger.
指先が震えておるようじゃの。怖いのか。怖いんじゃろう貴様。え
You scared, asshole?
このクソじじい。
やはりただのハッタリじゃったか。
はったりなんかじゃねえ。いいか、見てろよ。
ええ、しかと見届けてやるとも。だがその前に一つだけいいことを教えてやろう。
What's he got
貴
planned?
様が持っておるその起爆装置じゃがな。
Uh-huh.
実はそれ偽物なんじゃよ。
え？
なんだと。
For just an instant, Dio's eyes twitched down to the device in his hand. That was all the opening Tenmyoji needed. He cried out as he leapt through the air. Tenmyoji's leg shot out, knocking the detonator from Dio's hand. Ah! Bad idea! Bad idea! If the detonator gets separated from Dio for more than 1 meter, it activates automatically. Ooh. Shit! Not good!
どうしたんだ。
Detonator. He doesn't have it anymore. Ah! Too late. Too late. 30 minutes left before they explode now.
赤いランプがつきましたけど。
Tenmyoji!
バカなことをしたな天明寺。
It happened already once, but not under the same circumstances. It was Alice and Clover who put him out of commission.
年がいもなくカッコつけようとするからこういうことになるんだよ。
なんじゃと？
I'm sorry. This is my fault. I didn't have time to tell you how it worked.
どういうことですか？
The detonator isn't supposed to be separated from Dio. If it is, then the timer on the bombs automatically activates. How do you know that? He's gonna ask.
お前一体どこまで知ってんだよ。まあいい。とにかくシグマが言った通りだ。あの起爆装置は俺の体から1メートル以上離れると、爆弾に向かってタイマーを作動させるよう命令を発信する仕組みになっている。
All 4 of the bombs.
要するに天明寺がバカなことをしてくれたおかげで爆弾は遠隔操作式から次元式へと変わったってことだ。したがってもはやあの起爆装置を破壊しても無駄だ。
It's not gonna.
爆弾に内蔵されたタイマーは
Pointless.
すでに作動しちまってるからな。
タイムリミットは
30 minutes.
爆発するのはいつだ？
シグマ知ってるんだろ。お前から教えてやってくれ。
30分。はい。
たったの30分しかないっていうの？
止めるには一体どうすれば？
The emergency deactivation passwords.
しかしパスワードなんて誰も。
Maybe he's gonna give me the password for bomb 0. Right, none of us know. But there's someone who does, isn't there?
わかったよ。
Ah, he's gonna try to swallow that pill to commit suicide.
それじゃメイドの土産に教え
Prevent
てやろ
him.
う。爆弾02のパスワードは
Oh, it's the only one I was missing. Okay, well, at least that way I will have all the passwords.
EQD DYR NTK だ。
That one password is the same as in the Japanese version, because the password for bomb number 3 it was different from the Japanese version for some reason. So that one is EQD DYR NTK. NTK. Okay.
爆弾02じゃと？
Yeah, the one that in that timeline they haven't found yet.
それってまだ見つかってない爆弾じゃない。
But I do have the code to bomb 00 though. It's just I don't know where that one is, and we don't have the deactivation device to input the code, so...
あれそうだったっけ？こいつはうっかりしてたぜ。とはいえ、どの道お前らにはどうすることもできねえんだ。
You need the deactivation device.
解除用の入力装置はないん
Or,
だしな。
yeah, input device.
ま、潔く諦めることだな。
Where's the input device?
さてね、どこかな。
爆弾02を仕掛けた場所は？
悪いが忘れちまったよ。
It's in the lab, bomb number 2. You son of a
とい
bitch.
うわけで、俺は一足先に行かせてもらうことにするぜ。
Actually, he's not a son of anything because he's a clone. He's a clone, so... Or actually, no, he might be the original, so yeah, he might still have a mother. Yeah, right. Okay, my bad. So we are very close to continuing the best ending path. Nope, this is not the best ending path, that one. Unfortunately. At least I don't think so.
行く？
行くって。
決まってるだろ。ここではない別の世界にだよ。
No. Wait. I threw myself toward Dio and wrapped my hand around his wrist, slamming it to the floor. He struggled, but I put all my weight on it and kept his arm pinned. He wants to swallow a pill to commit suicide like he did in the other timeline. Like cyanide, maybe, or something like that, but I'm not sure.
離せ！離せ！
He continued to struggle, but I wasn't going to let him go. I shifted my weight to free one of my hands and started trying to pry it open.
てめえ、ふざけてんじゃねえぞこら！離せって言ってんだろうがボケ！
By then, the others had run over and piled onto Dio along with me. Even then, he refused to stop. With increasing desperation, he tried to get the hand I had grabbed to his mouth.
やむをえ。ルナ、マンドレインを。
Ah, yeah, put him to sleep. No, if we put him to sleep, we can't get what we need out of
そん
him.
なことは分かってる。だが仕方がないだろう。こうしている間にもタ タイムリミットは刻々と迫っているんだ。
She's right too.
いつまでもこう。ルナ何をしている。早く準備を。
今やってます。できました。いつでも OK です。
さあ覚えてろよ貴様ら。
Well, whether he commits suicide with the pill or whether he dies from the explosions, he's getting what he wanted anyway.
どうせお前らの命もあとわずかなんだ。せいぜい残りの数十分取り乱してうろたえまくって右往左往でもするがいいさ。ざまみろってんだこのクソ野郎どもめが。
ルナ頼む、早くこいつの口を塞いでくれ。
わかりました。行きます。
As they began to climb off of him, I finally pried Dio's hand open. There it was just what I'd expected. A small, unassuming capsule. I didn't know what was in it exactly, but it was undoubtedly some kind of poison. I stumbled toward the sink and tossed it into the drain. How much time do we have left?
20分程度ではないかと。
次の CD、 白の第一扉が開くま
The
で
same
の時間
amount of
は。
time, probably. Yeah, like last time. Same timing. The same.
それで一体どうすれば。
We put in those passwords and stopped the bombs.
今ディオの所持品を調べてみたけど、入力装置みたいなものは持ってなかったよ。
Well, only one thing to do
ど
then.
うするんじゃ。
We split up and find it, unless any of you have another suggestion. A dismal silence filled the room. Even though no one spoke, I could see despair on every face.
とにかくここでじっとしていても仕方がない。最後まで諦めずにやるべきことをやってみよう。まずはシグマ、お前は私と一緒に来てくれ。爆弾03を確かめに行くんだ。本当に次元装置が作動しているかどうか。
Right.
次に残った4人についてたが、お前らはアリス、クオーク、ディオの3人を抱きかかえて。
B 階の
倉庫に。
ああ、
Because she's hoping that they might still be able to get through the colored doors and maybe survive behind them.
万が一の場合は白の第二扉を開いて先に進む。そうすればあるいは助かる可能性も。
Maybe we'll get lucky.
わかりました。それでは我々は眠っている3人を連れて B 階の倉庫へ。
Thought the Nyoji would be just as good.
着いたらすぐに入力装置と爆弾02の捜索に取り掛かることにしましょう。
ああ、頼んだぞ。さあ時間がない。分かったら早速行動開始だ。行くぞシグマ。
Fi turned without waiting and headed for the door. Same cyborg, same with Luna. Actually, anyone but Clover is great. Before I could blink and see... Ah, shit, I wasn't paying too much attention. Ah, it's alright. Where is he heading? Crew quarters? Ah, this is where the bomb is? Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, there it
赤い
is.
ランプが点滅してるな。
Yeah, the light's flashing.
どうやら
Well,
次元装置が作動したのは間違いなさそうだ。だがどうすればいい。パスワードの入力装置がないことには
Without the device.
どうにも。仕方がない。
and there's
ひと
still
まず
one
分か
bomb
れ
we
て
don't know
捜
where
索
it
するこ
is.
とにしよう。私はこのキャビンをくまなく探してみるから。シグマ、お前は別の場所を。5分前になっても見つからなければ B 階の倉庫で落ち合うことにいいな。
Ah, shit. Sorry. I wasn't sure what to say. If we hadn't found it by then, was there really any point in meeting up again?
おい、なんだよその顔は。大丈夫、きっとなんとかなるさ。ほら、信じる者にはすく水だって言うだろ。
What's that? Swimsuits never quit? What? No, that's not a thing. And it doesn't make any sense. Besides, why the hell are you cracking jokes right now?
だが少なくとも生きる希望は湧いてきただろ。なんて言ったってこの危機を無事に切り抜けたら私のすく水姿が拝めるんだからな。
Wait, what? Phi, don't start that. Phi. Come on. Oh, I see. Well, I admit I am a bit curious.
さあ、分かったらさっさと行け。入力装置を見つけるんだ。
Fine. Be careful, alright? I checked the time on my bracelet as I headed out of the crew quarters and into the hallway. It wasn't good news. Damn. Only 15 minutes. I need to hurry. That means only 10 minutes for the search. I broke into a run. That's the infirmary. Before long, I found myself in front of the infirmary. All too often, what you're looking for is right in front of you. We'd spent a lot of time in the infirmary, so it seemed kind of fitting somehow that it might have been there all along. Or maybe Dio had dropped it there recently, there was no way to know. And in any event, I had to start looking somewhere. Anyone but Phi and Clover is good. Luna, you're still here?
眠っていた3人については他の皆さんにお任せすることにして。
I would have dropped the game here. I think it's a one-off. I mean, she's only just cracking a joke. If you know who Phi is to Sigma, you know that this is kind of a joke. She doesn't really mean it. It's impossible. Well, or that would be even more disturbing, but
私は一人
yeah, you would have dropped it if you
ここに
had
残
played
る
it.
ことにしたのです。もしかしたらシグマさんがここに戻ってくるかもしれ
Why
ない
did
と
they
思
have
った
to
の
break
で
such a great character, piece of shit?
アダム、自動診断解析装置が
Yeah, is Sigma a
ここにはある
robot
からです
or no?
シグマさんはあれを使うためにここへ。違いますか？
What? I mean, yeah, I want to know what's going on with me. It's driving me nuts. Hell, I feel sick, but this isn't the time for that. Being a robot isn't going to mean a lot if I die anyway.
そうですか。だったらどうしてここへ？
Isn't that obvious? I'm trying to find that input thing so we can turn off the
本
bombs.
当に？
Yes. Why would I lie?
わかりました。では私の思い過ごしだったようですね。アダムを操作するには私のサポートが必要ですから、お力になれるのではないかと思ってここに留まっていたのですが、どうやら余計なお世話というやつだったみたいですね。
Ah, now she's all sad.
すみませんでした。失礼します。
She turned and headed toward the exit. Wait. Let's do this, I guess. I couldn't just let her leave like that, I sighed. How long would it
5
take?
分もあれば
Are you sure? Only 5 minutes. Okay, let's do it. Analyze my body. Sigma a robot, but he bleeds. Well, that's the thing. He cut his hand earlier when he was wrestling with Alice, trying to get the scalpel out of her hand when she was trying to commit suicide. He saved her life, but he cut himself on his hand and he started bleeding whitish stuff. So that makes him wonder what's wrong with his body. Because you don't see him bleeding at any other time during the game, at least I don't think so. I lay down on the table, Luna picked up the Hanum scanner and began to run it across me slowly and methodically. In a few minutes, she was finished.
終わりました。起き上がってもいいですよ。
The screen was already starting to show my results. So, what does it say? Yes, you do when he kills himself? Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, but wait for it. I mean, he bleeds white out of his hand anyway. But wait for it. Wait for the explanation. So what does it say? My eyes were glued to her face, looking for any sign of what the answer might be. She studied the readout for several long seconds before replying.
結果をシグマさんはロボットではありませんでした。
He's not a robot, but
人間です。
I let out a breath I hadn't realized I'd been holding. My relief didn't last long.
ただし全身がというわけではありません。
What?
シグマさんの体の一部は機械によって構成されています。
Wait, what are you saying?
これを見てください。シグマさんの両腕の中には人間の骨とは明らかに異なった骨格が存在しています。材質はチタン合金。その上を覆っているのが例の ABT。 つまりシグマさんの両腕はサイバネティックアームだったということに。
What? What does that mean?
文字通りサイバネティクスの技術を利用して作ら
He
れ
did
た
eat too much milk and cereals. He actually used the excuse that in the pantry he spilled some milk and that spilled on his hand, but I mean, Luna wasn't fooled though. Cybernetic means a mechanical system that interfaces with a biological one.
骨格の周りに複雑に張り巡らされた植物の根のようなものがあるでしょ。これは同じく人の手によって作られた人工神経です。この神経が生身のそれと接続しているためにシグマさんは両腕を自由に動かすことができるのでしょう。痛覚や触覚が正常に機能しているのもおそらくこのためだと思われます。
What? No, this is ridiculous. I think replacing my arms with robot ones is something I'd remember. And I know they weren't always like this. When I was a kid, I broke my arm and they took an X-ray of it. The doctor told me I had really thick bones and that I must have done something pretty insane to break them. When the hell did this happen? Why did somebody replace my arms? Wait, okay, let's say you're right and my arms are cybernetic. Wouldn't that mean I don't have to worry about the bracelet going off?
いえ、残念ですがそれはないと思います。
Why?
バングルに仕込まれた注射針は人工神経を直接貫くようにできているからです。そうして注ぎ込まれた薬液は神経の細い管を伝って。
Well, that's lame. I mean, if you're gonna have cybernetic arms, they might as well just be robotic, don't you think? How do you know
知
that?
っているから知っているのです。
You just do. That's not an answer.
ええ、そうですね。でもこの世の中にはそういうことだってあるのです。
That's obvious.
答えようがなくても知っているということが。
What?
シグマさんにだって身に覚えがあるのではありませんか。どうしてシグマさんはビオトープのことを知っていたのです。
The morphogenetic field? Does that work as an excuse?
ディオさんが爆弾を仕掛けた犯人だと分かったのはなぜですか。
Huh. That's,
すみませんシグマさん、続きを伺いたいのは山々なのですが。
They've been talking so long that now there's only like 1 minute left. I pressed the buttons on my bracelet and felt my stomach drop. Oops! Oops! 1 minute. We've only got a minute left.
シグマさん、最後に一つだけお伝えしておきたいことがあります。実はある方からどうしてもこのことを伝えるようにと頼まれていたので。
I shuddered, not because I was scared of what was about to happen, because I was scared of Luna. She was calm, unnaturally so, like a machine with a human face. We were about to die. How could she be so calm?
いいですか。大事なことです。必ず覚えていてくださいね。
Remember? I was about to die. How was I supposed to remember anything?
もしも太陽を食らう相当の獅子を見たら、この文字列を思い出せ。
This is important indeed. This is the username for the password to the computer on that other timeline.
GLT
There we go.
VOD016
DML016. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna have a look at your message. What was that? Does she also have morphogenetic field powers? Should I spoil it or not? I'm gonna say it. Okay. No, she doesn't. Because she couldn't. Let's just leave it at that. But if I have enough time, I'm going to try to get her ending so you get to know more about her in just a few minutes.
シグマさん、またいつかどこかで会えるといいですね。
I hope we can meet again someday.
私
The bomb is going to go off.
待ってますから、シグマさんのこと。
What? Before she could answer, boom! The world exploded into noise and light, and I disappeared along with it. When I came to, I was floating in a field of nothingness. Because now that I have the username and the password, I can get her ending. And I think her ending might be the ending where you learn more about who Sigma really is. Or I might have that confused with the Phi ending, but we'll see. Well, I'm gonna skip the credits. That's a bit of time saved already. That's the Sigma ending. Okay, let's go. So I can go to that one now. Solve the mystery of the two-headed lion. Let's go. So I jumped back to another ending I couldn't reach before because I didn't have the password and the username to the computer. Credits not watched, Dev is mad. I already watched them like 5 times by now. Because I've already had so many endings. Does Tenyoji have his own ending? Yeah, we already had that one. This is the ending where Quark leaves a letter. I bet you might not have seen that one, Jeff Matt. Where Quark leaves a letter about how Tenyoji found him when he was a baby and adopted him, and so on and so forth. Now, it was that ending, the Tenyoji ending. Watch every time to show appreciation. I am appreciating. I'm streaming the whole thing, so... How's it going, Tinderwave? Although you expected the protagonist of the first game... As expected of the protagonist of the first game, Tenyoji was what a beast? Yeah. Yeah. That computer has been turned on. Good evening, Argzin13. I'm not quite sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but hi there. Yup, it is VLR. What the hell is this? Is biting a sun. It has a couple input fields for a user ID and a password. Thanks for the resub, Barbie. Probably can't use it unless we know what those are. Why don't you put something in? I can't ever watch streams of this game because everyone uses English voices. Well, I don't like the English voices for this game or for 999 all that much, so... And besides, the first time I played it, I played the European 3DS version, and that didn't have English voices. In Europe, we only got Japanese voices on the 3DS. And the 3DS was region locked, so... I'm used to those voices. If I hear the English voices, it doesn't sound right. Watched some things today, Tinderwave. And hi, RB, by the way. Hi there.
パスワードがわからない限り、それよりも何か別の手がかりを探そう。何しろここは所長室なんだから。ひっくり返せば 役に立つ情報の一つや二つは見つかるだろう。さあ、始めるぞ。
They didn't find anything. Fi turned and headed off toward the bookshelf, leaving me alone next to the desk. I felt compelled to stay and found myself staring at the screen. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. A lion biting the sun. Memento mori, if the ninth lion ate the sun. Remember death, if the ninth lion ate the sun. European Extreme Edition. Yeah, if you want to call it that way. Could this be the ninth lion? Then maybe that's when you got it? Ah, okay. Long time ago. Trilogy was on Steam sale for like $8 a few months ago. Ah, yeah, there we go. It was well worth it if it was at that price for the whole trilogy. But on the 3DS, I paid full price for it when it just came out. So that was like 40 euros, I think. I may still have the receipt in the box, but it's just so far away, I can't reach it. Yeah, I should skip those. Actually, I think I did pay full price for all of the games, because when I bought them on DS and 3DS originally. Yeah, it's way cheaper on the PC. I didn't pay like $8 for it, but it was a bit more expensive, but it was not as expensive as on console, obviously. Okay, the ID is, since I just got the ID 5 minutes ago, GTF. Do you have to put the dash also? DML. No, you don't need to input the dashes. DML016. Password. Oops. Got it. I'd buy the 999 VLR combo for full, but I'm glad I got Zero Time Dilemma on sale, because that game, it's not my favorite either. It was kind of a disappointing way to finish the trilogy. I mean, it's still a good game in its own right, but it was not what I expected from it, admittedly. Fi, come over here. I got in. I don't know. I just knew it. I just knew it means I just knew it. You gave me the same line when I asked you how you knew my name. No, it has everything to do with this. You sure? It might. Look, just forget about that. Come take a look at this. Are you even listening to me? We continued to yell at one another for several more minutes, but no matter what Fi asked me, I could never come up with an answer that satisfied her. That scream? What? Your theory is Zero Time Dilemma is the way it is so he could maybe do a real finale once he had more resources? Well, I mean, for me, the fact that he wanted to do like fully 3D cutscenes is already like too ambitious for the budget that he had to make that game. In my opinion, it would have been better if he just like stuck to the style of presentation of Virtue's Last Reward and just like fleshed out the story the way that it needed to be to make the series finale better. Because I mean, AI the Somnium Files just came out on the Switch and PS4 not long ago, and maybe PC as well. Actually, I can't remember. But that game has a much bigger budget, and it turned out a lot better for that reason. Or at least as far as I understand it, because I didn't get that game yet. So I haven't played it yet, AI the Somnium Files.
わかったよ。言ってることはさっぱりわからんけどな。しかし少な
I'd
く
like
と
to
も
play it though. But if I have to pick it up, I think I'll pick it up physical copy. It's still a bit too expensive to my liking right now though. Damn right I'm not.
AB ゲームの締め切り時間も迫ってるしな。仕方がない。調べてみよう、こいつを。とはいえ、どこから手をつければいいんだ。
What's that? Was a weird time to blow budget on full cutscenes? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I agree with you there. It's only one person. What do you mean he, Jeff?
見たところ、膨大なデー
You
タ
still
が
need
格
to
納
get
されて
AI
いるよう
too.
だし。
Yeah, me too. But one of my colleagues reviewed it, and he's usually very strict with these reviews. He usually bashes at games that he doesn't like, but he really liked that one, so that's saying something. I hear the Switch has some slight slowdown and maybe very light technical issues, but that don't get in the way of the enjoyment of the game, so I might still get in on the Switch, that one.
そうだ、シグマ。お前が入力した ID を教えてくれないか。その ID をキーワードにして検索をかけてみよう。もしかしたら何か引っかかるかもしれん。
I gave her what she asked for. GTFDML016. Her search returned several files, and after examining them for a moment, Fi opened one. Golem unit details. Are these product specifications for a golem?
あ、そうみたいだな。
My theory is... Oh, no, he means... No, it's not just one person, but it's the director of the game, Kotaro Uchikoshi. And I suppose that's what he meant. So, was GTF DML016 a golem's
私
idea?
に聞くな。
Don't ask me.
お前の方
You
が
seem
よく
to
知っ
know
てる
more
はずじ
about
ゃな
all
いか
this。than I do.
まあいい。とにかく中身を見れば、すべてはっきりするだろう。さあ、来たぞ。
No, it's a full team of developers. Ah, there we go.
だな。
Luna. Why is there a picture of Luna in this file?
下にキャプションがついている。ABT 外装後のアピアランスだと。
ABT? ABT.
ABT 中特殊な人工生態組織があってな。それを骨格の上に外装したもんがわしらゴーレムの本来あるべき姿やね。そして ABT を
Yup,
外装した
Luna is a
ゴーレムは
robot.
人間の
That's
見
why
た
she
目と
can't access the
ほぼ変わらん
morphogenetic
もん
field,
や
because she'd have to be a living being to do that, Jeff. That's what I was getting at earlier. I couldn't just say it outright though, because that would have been spoiling it. And that's why that robot was shut off before he could speak, before he could finish what he was about to say, because he was about to reveal that Luna was a golem like he was.
というのは彼女のプロダクト ID で
That must have been what Golem was trying to tell us when he was stopped. But why? Why would Luna be in the game?
彼女はロボットだ。いくら自律制御型とはいえ、独断で行動していたとは思えん。
So you're saying she was sent here by Zero Senior. Yeah, actually, that tells you something about something else she says at one point in the game. Like, she can't really be happy about Sigma and her being able to leave, because she can't leave the facility. She's like the other golems. Without the central computer of the facility, she'd just like drop dead because she would get out of range of the mainframe that is actually controlling a robotic body. Why is the kind lady character a robot? That's saying something about the humankind, I guess. Because humans are not nice by nature.
あ
But if she was programmed with the laws of robotics inside of her, which she was going on about earlier, then that explains how she has to be nice to humans.
あ見ろ画面の右下現在のステータスが表示されている
Currently operational. You have to remember that in that timeline, she was supposed to have died from being... no, she was injected with tuberculorin normally. But if she's still operational, that means that because she's a robot, the tuberculorin couldn't do anything to her, so she's still alive. Executing special mission. You think her special mission is to participate in the game? So why did Zero Senior want a robot as a participant? You think maybe it was to supervise the rest of us? Maybe if something unexpected happened, she was supposed to correct it or something.
あるいはテストのためかもしれん
Avoid comp test. Cue in those Blade Runner references. What?
他の8人がルナの正体を見抜けなかったらルナは一級品のゴーレムとして合格とかなもしもそうだとするとこれまでにゲームをさせてきた理由もわからないでもない室内のパズルを解かせたり駆け引きが必要な AB ゲームをやらせたりそれらの一つ一つがルナの人間らしさを見極めるための
So
判断
that's
材料
what
にな
she's
っていたのかも
going at. The laws of robotics, those 3 ones from that movie. Well, they're not from just one movie. I mean, they're from literature originally. So it's kind of like the Chinese room.
ルナは部屋の中に閉じ込められた一人の少女我々を含めた他の8人はその判定員のような存在
Yeah,
だったとも
this
考
is
えられる
echoing an explanation that was happening, I think maybe earlier in that timeline, but that was a few days ago.
いつも言うよ
Because
う
I
だ
had
が
to jump between
あくま
them,
でも
that might be a bit confusing. It's just a possibility, right?
重要なのは隣にいる誰かが人間らしいかどうかただそれだけやねん
Prince of Bel-Air.
その誰かが人間らしく見え人間らしく振る舞い人間らしく会話を行っていれば
When did you figure it out? That she was a golem, I mean?
今だよ今このデータを見て
You're lying. When I told you about what had happened with Golem in the pantry, you said something about how this game might be sort of like the
あん
Chinese
たが
room.
なんとなく
Ah, shit,
So
I
not
skipped a
that
line of dialogue. I don't know why I said that, she said. Okay. It just felt like it made sense. Like you just knew it?
そうなあそれよりももっと大事なことに気づかないかルナのステータスもう
Yeah, it says the same thing it did a minute ago. Currently operational. Executing special mission. Whoa, wait, what the hell? Luna is the...
ロボットが
You think
死ぬのか
robots die?
筋弛緩薬を投与されて
She has no muscles to speak of, though, to react to the muscle relaxant.
アンビデックスゲーム投票の締め切りまで残り10分です。プレイヤーは速やかに投票を済ませてください。所定の時刻までに投票を行わなかった場合、未投票者の選択は協力に設定されます。
Of course! Luna is the one who opened the
あ
AB
るいは
gate.
それだけではないのかもしれん彼女がやったことは
What do you
ルナ
mean?
のプロダクト ID
.016. Those are the 3 digits that Clover had scribbled onto her thigh using the blood from Tenmyoji. That's the timeline where Clover and Tenmyoji are dead, cuffed together to the sink in the infirmary, I think it was.
016といえば
Where have we seen that before? Yeah, the typos are really annoying. No. No, I don't believe it. Are you saying it was Luna who handcuffed Clover and Tenmyoji?
とにかく彼女の体を確認しに行こう。向かうべき場所はもちろん
The crew quarters, of course, I remember. They haven't found any bombs on that timeline. Yeah, of course, Luna's body isn't there anymore. We were right, yeah. Why? Why would Luna?
私はシグマさんを信じてるんです。
アンビデックスゲーム投票の締め切りまで残り5分です。
行くぞシグマ。ゲームはまだ続いている。我々が投票を行わなければ。
Right, off we go then. Who are we up against in that round? Is it Luna? I can't even remember who I'm up against in that one. Did she kill Tenmyoji and Clover? Actually, I don't remember. I guess we're gonna find out.
検出しました。AB ルームへは所定のメンバーにて入室してください。
Oh yeah, forgot about this thing.
ルナのバングルか。
Oh, because we have a bracelet. Okay. Yeah, with our bracelet, there's 3 in this room. I stepped outside and set Luna's bracelet down, then headed back into the AB room.
投票の締め切りまで残り2分です。
Alright, I'll go ahead and hit the start button. You ready?
ああ、始めてくれ。
Should I ally or should I betray this time?
待て、シグマ。
Huh? Luna. Too late.
投票の締め切りまで残り1分です。
I'm gonna save here, by the way. Do you still get 2 path at the end, or Oh yeah, yeah, there are still 2 possibilities from here on out. Ah, what's it doing? 1 minute remains. Wait. What the hell is going on? Why is Luna
もしかした
here?
らゲームに参加するつもりなのかもしれん。
Ah, I can't see the chat on my tablet anymore. Come on.
あ
How's she going to vote?
あ、裏切りだよ。間違いなく。
Why? She wouldn't. I don't think so. Okay, let me have a look at the chat, you guys. I was screaming at my screen when you put it outside the room the first time I played. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Part 11, how many parts left? Honestly, I don't know, because there might be like 2 or maybe 3 more parts, I think, after this one, because I can't stream for quite as long on weekdays. Same, when you watch now, I was thinking she's going to come and take it. Well, that sounds obvious, but actually I think she won't. But I can't remember. We'll see. Just have to wait for it, I guess.
そうじゃなければ、未投票のまま締め切り時間を迎えれば、自動的に強力に設定されるからだ。
She's got 7 BP, right?
ああ、そう
She
だ。
can't leave anyway.
だが
She's
そ
a
んなことを
robot.
聞いて
She's
どうする？
tied to the facility.
あいつの BP なんて今関係ないだろ。
What?
おいおい、何を寝ぼけたこと言ってるんだ。あいつは今バングルをはめていないんだぞ。というかそもそもそれ以前のこととして、
She can't
あい
leave
つ
the
の正体
facility.
はゴーレムなんだ。外に出ることがあいつの目的じゃない。BP が9以上になろうがなるまいが、あいつにとってはどうでもいいことなんだよ。
Then why is she doing
決まっ
this?
てるだろ。私たちの BP が9以上になるのを阻止するためだよ。
Actually, I don't think that's true. But we'll see.
ルナがこのラウンドを放棄すれば、私たちは協力を選ぼうが裏切りを選ぼうが、あいつはそれを阻むために。
Ah.
投票の締め切りまで残り10秒です。9、8、7、6、5、4。
私はシグマさんを
Yeah, they want you to ally here.
2、1。
They definitely want you to ally. I mean, the fact that they show you her face, I trust him. So yeah, that's like.
第3ラウンド終了。結果は倉庫内のディスプレイに表示されます。お疲れ様でした。アンビデックスゲートを開放します。
There's only one correct choice to make here. Well, I think I made the right choice.
おいシグマ、正気か？一体どうして協力なんか？
Because I trust her. Wait, we can talk about that later. Right now? So now they have 9 points, but I think he will want to go and find her. Because the way I remember it, he's gonna go and find her to get some answers out of her. She's gone. Where'd she
妙
go?
だな。私たちはゲートが開放されてからすぐに部屋を出てきた。ルナが逃げる時間などなかったはずだが。
Just great. I can't have the chat open on my iPad anymore. Damn it. Then... There it was. I thought so. She didn't pick it up. Without the bracelet, she couldn't have voted.
危険したっていうのか。
Well, yeah.
アンビデックスゲーム第3ラウンドの結果を発表します。一同画面にご注目ください。
Hold on, guys. Trust no one, not even yourself. Worst parts of the game are when you have to betray Luna. Yeah, just for the sake of exploring every possible path. Yeah, I hate to have to betray anyone anyway, except for Dio. Literally me betraying Luna. Yeah, that's a good idea. Too bad you can't read chat to see it. Just use your phone for Twitch chat. No, that's not it, because the fact of the matter is, it keeps disconnecting me from the chat, so I constantly have to refresh on my iPad to check my Nightbot logs, so that I can see messages I missed. Otherwise, I have to pause the game to look at the chat on my laptop. Unfortunately, he can read chat just using that as a cover, since he hates us all so very much. If you say so, Tinderwave. I'm gonna leave you to draw the conclusions that you want. I'm gonna open it in the Twitch app over here, but it's gonna disconnect me after a while, because if you remain idle, it disconnects you from the chat with the app, with the Twitch app, or in a browser window. Anyway, it does the same thing. It's really annoying. Well, these people are dead, so. Yeah, of course she allied. Now everyone has 9 points.
結果は以上のように確定しました。各自バングルの数字をご確認ください。
Since Luna didn't vote, she got set to ally automatically, and the other 6 got penalized. There are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not an option if both parties refuse to vote. Well, yeah, now I'm using it and it's working. Yeah, I can see what you're saying, Tinderwave, but it might disconnect me if I don't do anything with my iPad. Unfortunately, I had nothing but trouble with it. But I rarely use it. Yeah, but we already knew that information about not playing and being penalized. Then again, 5 of them are already dead. We don't know where Quark is, but his bracelet's already off.
ああ、ペナルティの意味はないことになる。ルナがどういうつもりで、だがいずれにせよ彼女のおかげで。
She's probably in the garden, and actually I'm pretty sure that's where she is.
さてと、どうするシグマ。Q の扉から脱出するか。
What, you're kidding, right? Weren't you the one who kept going on about how Quark's still alive? I can't just run off and leave
で
him
きる
here.
わけがない。
Yeah.
安心したよ。実はその言葉が聞きたかったんだ。さあ行こう。クオークを探しに。
And Luna too, right?
ルナか。
アンビデックスゲートが閉鎖されました。アンビデックスゲーム第4ラウンドも前回と同じく星の回になります。ゲートは星のマークが記されたカードキーにより解錠されます。
Fi and I checked our bracelets out of sheer reflex. I was a magenta pair just like before, but Fi had changed to a red solo. Didn't matter, yeah, doesn't matter anymore at this point. But both our bracelets showed the number 9. All we had to do was open the number 9 door and we'd never have to play another AB game again.
とにかく今はクオークを見つけ出す方が先だ。行くぞシグマ。
She spun around and headed for the cyan door. I followed on her heels. So... they're looking everywhere, I guess. Yeah, you have to wait. Yeah, pretty much everyone is dead on that timeline.
Na, Sigma. 聞きたいことがある。
Now I can look at my logs for the chat again. Okay. What is
ここには
it?
3枚の扉があるわけだが、
So...
お前、アリス、ルナの3人はこのうち右側の扉を開いてゴーレムルームに入ったんだよな。
Yeah, according to the map, that's the door at the bottom. There's a lever on that thing in the middle, right? We pulled it, but it only opened one of the doors. What about it?
見てくれ、真ん中の扉の脇にある。
Isn't that the treatment center?
ああ、
Something like that? And who the hell opened it and how?
思い当たるのは一人しかいない。
Luna. It's the treatment center and he's in one of the pods, I suppose. Luna.
とにかく中に入ってみよ
Quark, I mean. Okay. Ah, yeah, it is the treatment center. No one has been to that room on that in that timeline.
治療用のポットだと思う。
What meant pods? Even as I spoke, part of me knew what they were. I didn't know how or why, but I felt a strong sense of déjà vu when I looked at them and suddenly realized I knew exactly how to operate the pods. It was a strange, unsettling feeling, as if somewhere deep inside was a version of myself that I didn't actually know.
一つだけ。
The one on the left, is it being used?
ガラスが曇ってて中はよく見えないが。
Oh, well, Quark has to be inside then. Let's crack it open then. Quark! Our feet pounded across the floor of the warehouse. Quark's body bounced in my arms as I ran. His pulse and breathing were normal. He was limp and unconscious, but he was alive. The pod's display had given us a little information on his condition. As far as we could tell, he'd been given an anesthetic, which had put him to sleep. Well, I still want to find Luna. I want answers. Is it really okay for us to just leave?
何を言い出すんだ突然。ここに留まってどうするつもりだ。ルナに殺されるかもしれないんだぞ。
What?
ローバー、アリス、それからディオとケイ。
Even Dio and
こ
Kay?
の6人を殺したのはルナである可能性が
Nah,
高い。
the old woman, it was Dio. We already know that by now. But
ど
why?
うしても何もないだろう。四つ葉の大腿部に残されていた血文字。
016.
それは何と同じ数字だ。
The last 3 digits of Luna's product ID.
じゃあ、ローバの死体が発見されたのは。
Yeah, but she might have spelled Dio and spelled it like mirrored also. It was not necessarily 016 in the AV room that Luna came out of.
ところでお前の話によると、ゴーレムの頭脳はこの施設のメインコンピューターの中にあるそうじゃないか。だとしたら、あのクレーンを遠隔操作で動かすことだって可能だろう。いつでも、どんな時でも。ルナ。
That means any alibi she might have for not being able to move the crane is worthless.
そうだ。ルナはおそらく AB ルームを移動した。
Yeah, that was probably her.
そしてそのことに真っ先に気づいたのが、このことから少なくともルナにはアリスを殺すための動機があったことが伺える。
To keep her quiet.
ディオとケイの殺害だってルナならば可能だ。二人が所持していた星のカードキー、これをルナが奪ったことは明らかであり、このことはルナの犯行を裏付けるさあ、これでもう分かっただろう。確かにいずれの場合も明確な根拠があるわけではない。だが残された3人の中で私を含めれば4人になるが、とにかくその中で6人を殺した可能性が最も高いのはルナであると言わざるを得ないんだよ。
If you write something on yourself, would it not be from your perspective? Yes, yeah, admittedly, I don't have the answer to that. I mean, what I was imagining for the reason of that, for that, is that she might have written it on her left thigh, and then maybe when she pressed her thighs together, a mirrored version of that printed itself onto the other thigh, and they didn't see the original or something like that. But they would have to be like blind or something like that to not notice something being on her other thigh. So I don't think that's likely. I don't know actually why she would have written it in mirrored. So who do you think is the most likely to be the murderer?
それにもう一度よく考えてみてほしい。そもそもルナは彼女はこの得体の知れぬ施設で働く労働電子機械であり、お前の話が確かならゼロウサギにとっての手足のような存在でもあるという。だったら今何をなすべきかは自明のことだろう。ルナを置いてこの施設から逃げるんだ、すぐに。
What a pervert spot to type it on.
ロボット工学三原則って聞いたことないですか？
A robot may not injure a human being or through inaction allow a human being to come to harm. Yeah, she didn't have to open the door to the room where Quark was, so that tells you that she's
ただの
harmless.
鉄の塊に過ぎません。
Okay, you're right. Let's get out of here.
ヒヤヒヤさせるなよ。
He's gonna trick her and stay behind.
よし。それじゃ開くぞ。
You don't have to ask me. Isn't that what you always say?
そうだな。長いは無料
Imagine
だ。
leaving Luna.
行こう。
It feels wrong. Maybe that's what you do if you betray her, though. Because basically, when you choose between ally or betray, you choose whether or not you trust her. That's why they give you the image of her saying, "I trust Sigma," right before you vote. With a heavy labored groan, the number 9 door began to open. As soon as the gap was wide enough to admit her body, Phi slipped through it. I followed her through, Quark still cradled in my arms. Inside was a massive lift platform like the kind used to move industrial cargo. Phi turned to face me, and I shoved Quark into her arms. Before she could respond, I spun around and ran.
9の扉が開放されました。9の扉閉鎖まで残り9秒です。
おいシグマ、一体何を考えてる？早くこっちへ来るんだ。
Sorry, Phi. There's something I have to do. Take care of Quark.
そんな、まさかルナのところへ。バカなマナーやめろ。考え直すんだシグマ。シグマ。
Yeah, I'm sure Shiguma means you can't do this. It always bugs me when a subtitle really doesn't match what they're saying. I understand how they wanted to flesh out the English script, but it still irks me whenever that happens.
9の扉を閉鎖しました。これにてノナリーゲームは
Translation,
終
lol.
了
So
と
you
な
tell
り
me
ま
that
す。
Phi and Quark are closely related? Come on, they were so cute together. No, they're not. I mean, no, not really. No, it's just that she likes kids and she wants to protect kids. That's the only thing really driving her to have that kind of protective attitude towards Quark.
お疲れ様でした。なお、ゲームの終了に伴い、施設内にある9の扉以外のすべての扉は開放されます。どうぞごゆっくりとお過ごしください。残りの余生をこの施設の中で。
He's gonna go find Luna, right? I had no regrets. In fact, with Phi and Quark's successful escape, I felt a profound sense of relief. One of my objectives had been achieved and a difficult choice had been made. My mind felt clear and focused, more so than it had in a long time. Alright, time to go. Luna's waiting. Oh, you mean Phi and Sigma? Oh, yeah, okay. Man, that's another thing I don't like about Zero Time Dilemma. What? What do you not like about ZTD? Luna, I knew you'd be here.
やっぱり
Oh, right. We haven't talked here in this one, huh?
なんだか落ち着きませんか？この殺風景な施設の中で唯一緑があるのがこの場所
That
で
happened not long ago, so that's why it's good to be playing this one right after having seen the scene on the other side.
なんていうかその月並みですけど自然っていいなってそう思って深刻な話をするにはうってつけの場所だと思ったんです。緑を見てるとそれだけで心が癒されるから。 よくわからないですが、それってもしかして別の歴史のことを言ってるんですか？
She knows.
実はある人から。
I know what you can do. Someone told me about it once.
シグマさんの意識は時空を飛び越えることができるって。
Aha, he has the ability to transport his consciousness through time. Who told you that? Luna looked down at the music box around her neck. Carefully and delicately, she twisted the dial on the bottom. I can't write my romantic fan fiction now.
それよりも他に聞きたいことがあるのではないですか？例えば、どうして私が
Well, did
あの
you?
6人を殺したのか。
Did you kill them? Well, actually, I already know you
ど
didn't
う
do
し
it.
て
Because
ですか？
you couldn't harm a human being, so it couldn't have been you.
なぜ私が犯人ではないと思った
Because
の
of
で
the
しょう？
laws of robotics.
できれば理由を聞かせていただきたいのですが。
This track though. I nodded and took a moment to compose my thoughts. Might as well start with the old woman. There was no point beating around the bush, I suppose. Dio killed her.
どうしてそう思われたのです？
Her left arm had blood spatter all the way up to the elbow, except for a stripe on the wrist that was perfectly clean. What could have caused that? My guess is a bracelet. It got covered with blood and kept her wrist clean. Obviously, none of our bracelets had blood spatter on them, but Dio's bracelet reacted to the luminol. That meant Dio's bracelet had to have come from the old woman.
だからですか？だからディオさんが殺したと。
No, that's only enough to suspect him. After all, he could have just taken the bracelet after someone else killed her.
じゃあどうして？
Because he confessed.
実況？
After his bracelet reacted to the luminol, I confronted him. Maybe not in this timeline, but in another one I think he did. No, actually, no, it didn't happen in this timeline. It happened in the timeline where they put him in one of the treatment pods, and then later on, Kay strangled him. I think that happened in the K ending. The timeline that leads to the K ending, I think.
認めてやるよ。俺があのババアを殺してバングルを奪ったんだ。
待ってください。そんなことをいつ聞いたと言うんです？
In a different timeline. Well, whatever. It doesn't matter which one.
ルール違反じゃないです。
Isn't that against the rules? What rules? I hope you're not going to try and bring up Nox's 10 commandments. Does it really matter if it's against the rules or fair? The truth is the truth. Let's say that incident P happens, and after that the timeline splits into timeline A and timeline B. I don't think it's unfair to base a theory in timeline A on information I found in timeline B. After all, A and B both came from the same place, P. If you trace the history of both timelines, you end up back at incident B. Now, if I could change what happened with incident P by visiting timeline A or B, then yes, it'd be a different story. I don't know that it'd be unfair per se, but I'd certainly be breaking some pretty big rules. Like, you know, the principle of causality. No, now it sounds like Matrix Reloaded or something. I'm sure that Dio killed the old woman. By extension, that means you couldn't have killed her. I am assuming Dio wasn't originally intended to be part of the Lunari game. Somehow he got in and took the old woman's place. That's how he ended up as Quark's partner. This is just an educated guess, but I have a feeling his plan was to replace one of us. I doubt it mattered which one. I have no idea why he would want to do something like that, and I don't know how he did it either. But actually, we know why now, because he told us before. It was because he wanted the AB game project to fail. But the fact remains that he did. He hid in the warehouse on floor A and waited for someone to come out of one of the AB rooms. That someone turned out to be the old woman. She left Quark asleep in the AB room and came out on her own. Somehow he managed to get close enough to stab her. He did it near the wall with the graffiti on it. I'm guessing he stabbed her from behind so that he wouldn't get any blood on himself. As soon as she was dead, he wrapped the knife up in the handkerchief. No, wait, actually, he probably took the bracelet first. Then he would have needed to wipe the blood off, so he used the handkerchief for that too. Anyway, the point is he got the bracelet and put it on. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the rightmost AB room and its neighbor. He probably didn't expect that they'd move, or he would have put it somewhere else. After that, he headed back into the AB room that the woman had left. Quark would have still been fast asleep, so as far as he knew, Dio was there the whole time. This does raise a few other questions, but I'll save those for later. For now, let's move on to the other murders. Well, actually, one of them probably isn't a
どういう
murder.
ことでしょう。
I'm talking about Alice. I'm pretty sure she committed suicide.
人類は滅亡するって言ってるのよ。
Yeah, because he witnessed that from another
大
timeline,
人
so...
も子供たちもみんな一人残らず死んでしまうの。だったらいっそこの場で。
She'd been infected with Radical 6. I think that infection caused her to take her own life. She used Dio's knife, which she'd found in the warehouse after the AB room moved, and exposed it. She took it with her and then used it to stab herself in the crew quarters. Yeah, and in another timeline, she used a scalpel from the infirmary. She uses whatever she has on hand at that time. Next are Clover and Tenmyoji. The first question is, who put the handcuffs on them? The clue is the message Clover left, 016. If you think about it, though, it doesn't make sense. Clover's left hand was in the handcuffs. That means she would have had to write with her right hand on her right thigh. I feel like it would be really hard to do that, you know? But then she might have done it on the other thigh. What, right? The thing is, I think she did. When she died, her legs slumped together and the message got transferred to the right thigh, so my theory was correct then. I've already played the game, but I couldn't remember the details on that one. We just never saw the original because we didn't bother to check the other leg. Well, that's pretty lame. Why didn't you? That's, I have no words. Clumsy, right. In other words, she wasn't trying to write 016. She was trying to write Dio. With her dying breath, she was trying to tell us the name of her killer. That's what I said. That's what I had been saying. That sounded more likely. Now, about Kay and Dio, I think there's a pretty good chance Dio killed Kay. Here's how I imagine it happened. Kay probably sprayed Dio's bracelet with the luminol. So they are blind. Well, blind and dumb and stupid. It doesn't make sense. He wouldn't have seen the reaction immediately, but Dio would have known what was coming. As soon as Kay turned the lights off, it would be clear that Dio had taken the old woman's bracelet. My guess is he decided to take preemptive action. When we found their bodies, the lights in the rec room were on. Maybe Kay turned to switch the lights off and Dio took that opportunity to attack him. Kay was hurt pretty badly, but it didn't die right away. He probably managed to grab the spear and stab Dio. Bad game, 1 out of 10. Would never play. So you say, but you're still liking it, I guess. Then he died. So that accounts for all 6 buddies. None of them your fault.
Sigma さん、私のことを容疑者から除外していただけるのは、でも今のシグマさんのお話は、どれもこれも想像の域を出ないものばかりですよ。アリスさんが自殺したのだと、どうして生きることができるのです？仮に彼女がラジカル6に感染していたとしても、その症状が現れる前に、私が殺したという可能性だってあるじゃないですか。
Yeah, in this timeline, actually, I had my doubts. I wondered if it might have been Dio anyway, but still, I don't think it's Luna.
四つ葉さんと天明寺さんに手錠をかけたのも、私かもしれないですよね。
I don't think you could have. Just a hyperbole joke.
血持
Yeah,
ち
I
が
know.
本当に転写されたものであるかどうかはわからないですし。 もしもそうだったとしても、それだけで犯人を特定するのはどうかと思います。K さんとディオさんの件についても同じです。私ならば2人を殺害するのも可能だったはず。一体どうしてそんなに私のことを信じてくれるんですか？私はこの施設で働くロボット、ゴーレムなんですよ。なのにどうして。
That's why I trust you. I trust you because you're a robot. Your robotness is just one more reason you can't be the killer. Well, 3 more reasons.
ロボット工学三原則って
Yeah, here we
聞い
go.
たことないですか？
Yeah, well, you knew it.
三原則のないロボット
You
な
knew
ん
it,
て
Jeff, yeah.
ただの鉄の塊に過ぎません。シグマさん、
Luna, I have to ask you. Can you tell me, well, everything you know? Your mind is in the central server. You should know everything that's happened here. There was a long pause. Luna stood up and walked deeper into the garden. I followed her in silence. Eventually, we reached the bench. Luna quietly sat down, and just like last time, I lowered myself down beside her.
確かにシグマさんがおっしゃった通りです。私はあの6人を殺
But
して
you,
はいま
but
せ
you
ん。
know who did because you have access to the camera feeds.
順を追ってご説明しましょう。とはいえ大筋はほとんどシグマさんがおっしゃった通りなのですが、
That doesn't matter. Tell me everything.
まずディオさんがこの施設に潜り込んだのは間違いありません。彼は貨物搬送用の大型リフトに乗り込み、Q の扉から A 階の倉庫へと侵入しました。まだゲームは始まっていなかったので、扉の開閉は自由に行うことができたのです。
That doesn't really sound like sneaking. It sounds more like he just walked in.
そうなりますね。それもそのはず。半ばゼロウサギが導いたようなものなのですから当然です。
He got lured here. So Zero Jr. was using him. What do you mean?
ディオさんは予定外のプレイヤーではなかったんですよ。ゼロボスやゼロウサギは彼がやってくることをあらかじめ知っていたのです。
So they brought him here?
はい。
But why?
ゼロの計画にとって彼の存在は必要不可欠だったからです。
What project?
そのことをお話しすると脇道にそれることになります。今は殺人事件のことに焦点を絞ってとにかくディオさんは施設への潜入に成功しました。実際には誘い込まれたのも同然ですが、少なくとも彼はそう思い込んでいたようです。
So why did he come here?
ゼロの計画を阻止するためです。その第一段階としてディオさんはまず
It was still part of
プ
Zero's
レイヤーの
plan.
一人になり変わることに
Zero
したの
baited
で
and
す。
outsmarted. Yeah,
こ
but
の
that
後の
feels
展
good.
開は
I hate
シ
his
グマさん
guts,
がおっ
that
しゃった
guy.
通りになります。ディオさんは最初に現れた
Tell us who the old woman is.
落書きの下で殺害。血のついたバングルをハンカチで拭い、それを自分の左手首にはめました。次に手元のナイフをハンカチでくるみ、第 5AB ルームと第 6AB ルームの間へ。
Fifth and sixth?
最初の配置で左から順に番号を振ったものです。
Well, yeah. In other words, the rightmost room would be the 6th room and the one next to it would be the 5th. Yeah, I think we had that figured out. Thanks.
そうです。そしてディオさんはクオーク君の眠る第 5AB ルームの中へと入っていきました。そこでクオーク君が目覚めるのをひたすら待ち続けたのです。
What were you doing while that was happening?
何もしていませんでした。その時にはこの体は起動していなかったのです。ゼロウサギによって電源を強制的に遮断されてしまって。
That's because the old woman was ready to sacrifice her life for the game to succeed.
私には何もしてあげることができませんでした。ただ監視カメラの目を通して彼女が
We know that from what Kay said in his own ending.
見ていることしか。
Because Kay grew up in the facility
この施設のすべての機能は
with his father and the old
ゼロ
woman,
詐欺によって支配されています。
and the old woman said that she was ready to sacrifice
リ
her
オさん
life
の
for the
侵入を阻
project.
止すること
So,
も私にはできなかったのです。
wait, if Zero Jr. controls everything, then he was the one who moved the sixth room with the crane, and not Luna.
はい、
Hmm.
私ではありません。ゼロウサギが行ったことです。
Yeah, that's what she says, yeah. It was Zero Jr., not her. And who
それは
moved the old woman? That
私で
was
す。
her. Yeah, that was
この
Luna.
体に電源が入ってからおよそ10分後のことになります。私は第 6AB ルームを抜け出し、あの落書きの下へと向かいました。そこで老婆の死体を発見し、自分がいた部屋へと運び込んだのです。
Why did you do that?
命令だったからですよ。
What?
ルナ、よくお聞きなさい。あなたも知っている通り、今から2時間後、例の計画が始動することになります。これまで長い年月をかけて準備してきた計画です。絶対に失敗することは許されません。
はい、分かっています。
では、改めて確認しておきましょう。あなたに課せられた任務とは何ですか？
プレイヤーの一人としてノナリーゲームに参加し、
Yeah.
他の7人の動向を
To
監
think
視
the
する
same
こと。
guy composed the music to the first few Ridge Racer games. Such different genres that the guy worked on.
7人というのは、
ご主人様
Ah,
と
no,
私
don't die now, stream, please.
この2人を除いたプレイヤーの数です。ご主人様、あなたもゲームに参加されるのでしょう？
ええ、すべては計画通りに。ところで、後にディオと名乗ることになる人物が間もなくこの施設に侵入してきます。そのことも知っていますね。
はい。彼は最初に AB ルームから出てきた人物を殺害し、プレイヤーの一人になりすますことになると、そう伺っています。もしもペア版である2名が同時に出てきたら、彼はその2名を両者とも始末することになるだろうと。ですが、
どうかしましたか？
はばかりながら進言させていただきますと、
Yeah, the old lady.
私はそのことについては反対です。誰か
I'm
が
not
殺され
sure
ることになるのを事
we're
前に
going
知って
to
いな
know
がら
her identity this
何もし
time.
ないなんて。それからラジカル6の件についても同様です。本当にいいのですか？あんな危険なウイルスを感染させて。
その件についてあなたが考える必要はありません。
But that is none of your
あ
concern.
なたはただ黙って
That's cold.
私たちの指示に従っていればいいのです。
しかし、
ルナ、これは命令ですよ。管理者権限を持った者の命令は絶対です。あなたは原理的にこの命令に背くことはできません。分かっているでしょう。
Yeah, but if she has the laws of robotics programmed into her, she cannot allow a
それで
human
は最後に
being
もう一つだけ
to be
あ
harmed
なた
by
に
her
追加任務を
inaction.
与えることにしましょう。
So I guess this conflicts somewhat with her programming if she really has the laws of robotics programmed
そう
into
で
her.
す。あなたが
But anyway,
AB ルームを出た
I
時、
digress.
倉庫にはディオによって殺されたプレイヤーの死体があるはずです。そこであなたに その死体を運んでもらいたいのです。
運ぶってどこにですか？
あなたがこれから入ることになる部屋、第 6AB ルームの中に。
どうしてそんなことを？
質問は禁止です。あなたは最小限の知識だけを持ってこのゲームに参加しなければなりません。計画全般に関する機密データ、そこへのアクセス権限を剥奪したのもそのためです。あなたは何も知っていてはいけないのです。この計画を遂行するにあたってあなたはできる限りまっさらに
So after that ending, I'm gonna have to stop streaming, unfortunately. Because I have an errand to run. But let's finish this ending, shall we?
とはいえ、すでに知ってしまったこともあるでしょう。けれどそれらについては決して他のプレイヤーたちに教えてはなりません。言うまでもなく、リオのことも死体のことも、それを第 6AB ルームの中に運び込んだことも全てです。あなたは何も知らない素振りを装いながらこのゲームに参加するのです。
それは命令ですか？
もちろんわかりましたね。
はい。
She had an order not to tell anyone, but she did now. I mean, she has.
その後、私は予定通り第 6AB ルームの中へ。そこに入った直後、この体の電源を切られることになったのです。それでも私の思考活動までもが停止させられることはありませんでした。
So she witnessed everything, the old woman being killed.
私は監視カメラの目を通して施設内の様子を見続けていたのです。
And you saw the old woman being murdered.
はい。私は激しく打ちのめされました。理解不能な出来事を前に私の頭はかき乱されるように混乱し、危うくクラッシュしそうになるほどでした。まさか最初に AB ルームから出てきた人物というのが彼女はディオに殺されることになるのを知りながら部屋を出たのだと思います。
Yeah, she did.
私に最後の命令を伝えたのも自分の定めを覚悟した上でのことでしょう。私はそのことがただ悲しくて悔しくて苦しくて胸が切り刻まれるように痛くて。
I think I understand. Everything you did because you'd been ordered to.
はい。
And it was the old woman who gave you those orders. Then is she Zero Senior?
いいえ、
What? But if she gave you the orders...
私にとってのご主人様はあの方だけではなかったのです。
There was the father of Kay. There was someone else?
はい、
And that person is Zero Senior?
そうです。先ほど申し上げた計画とはあの老婆とゼロボスの2人によって立案されたものなのです。
Who is not a robot? No, Luna is a robot. How what?
ですから私に監視任務を与えたのも厳密に言うとその2人ということになります。もちろんゼロウサギを操っていたのも。
Zero Usagi.
私は先ほど第 6AB ルームを移動したのはゼロウサギだと言いました。しかし彼は自主的にそれを行ったわけではありません。そうするよう指示を出したのはゼロウサギは単にその指示に従っただけなのです。
But why?
わかりません。私に疑いの目が向けられるのを避けるためだったのでしょうか。
If they didn't want people to suspect you, then why have you moved the body in the first place? Eventually we'd figure out that the rooms had been moved and that she was in your room.
だとするともしかしたら逆なのかも。
You
あえて
mean...
私の方へと疑いの目を向けさせるためにそうしたのかもしれません。
That doesn't make sense either. If they wanted people to suspect you, why move the room?
移動しなければ全員が私のことを怪しんでしまいます。あの老婆とゼロボスの2人は限られた人間だけに私のことを怪しいと思わせたかったのではないでしょうか。
You mean like Alice?
そうです。もしかしたらあの2人はアリスさんにハンカチにくるまれたナイフの存在を気づかせたかったのかもしれません。だから AB ルームの移動を。
So they somehow knew Dio would hide the knife there.
おそらく。
Come on, Nightbot. Just refresh. I just heard it, so I don't know how it was translated, but watching her being killed was so sad and hard to take, sad, painful, etc. She's programmed that way. She's programmed, how should I say that? She's programmed to act and behave in the image of another human being that is not in this game. I mean, she's modeled after an actual human being, so the emotions that she shows, I mean, her programming that passes for emotions make her feel that way.
いずれにせよ、アリスさんは AB ルームの移動に気づくことになりました。
The character she's modeled after is in Zero Time Dilemma, the third game.
そしてアリスさんが気づいたそ
Although
の
I'm
事実
maybe
に
I'm already
つい
saying
て、
too much by
四
saying
つ葉
that,
さんも
but
気づくことに。
I'm already saying too much, I think.
シグマさんがおっしゃっていた通り、アリスさんは自らの胸をナイフで突き刺して、しかし四つ葉さんはそうは考えなかったようです。私が口封じのために殺したに違いないと、そう思い込んでしまったのです。このために私は四つ葉さんに呼び出されることになりました。 AB ゲームの第2ラウンドが終わった後、ファイさんが設定した仮の時間で言うと0時0分のことになります。
Wait, you were listening to us in the security office?
はい、もちろんそれだけではありません。私が倒れてからこの施設内で起こったことを全て知っています。
You were watching through the security
目だ
cameras.
けではなく耳もですが、とにかく0時0分、私は英会の通路で四つ葉さんに声をかけられ、キャビンの2号室へと導かれることになったのです。部屋に入ったのは0時1分のこと
This is a
になります。
long-winded
四
explanation.
つ葉さんは私に向かって激しく詰め寄り、
ルナ、あなたがアリスを殺したのは分かってるの。正直に白状したらどう？もしも本当のことを言ってくれたら命だけは助けてあげる。でもいつまでも白を切り通すようだったら、その時には。
もちろん私は本当のことを言いました。アリスさんを殺したのは私じゃない。アリスさんはラジカル6というウイルスに感染してしかしそんなことを言っても四つ葉さんが信じてくれるはずもなく、その後9分間にわたって不毛なやり取りが続くことになりました。聞かれたのはアリスさんのことだけではありません。老婆が殺された件や AB ルームが移動されていたこと、それらについても四つ葉さんは必要に問い
But
た
you
だ
had
してき
been
ま
ordered
し
to
た。
not reveal anything that you know
ですが、いずれの質問に対しても
because you were programmed
私は
that way.
答える
Yeah,
ことができなかったのです。
because of your orders.
そう
Yeah.
です。そして0時10分、ついにしびれを切らしたのか、四つ葉さんはポケットに手を忍ばせながら私に向かってぐんぐんと近づいてきました。私は追い詰められる形で、そこで彼女はポケットからあるものを取り出しました。インジェクションガン。私はとっさに彼女の手からそれを奪い取ろうとしました。助けを求めて必死に叫び声を上げながら、しかし彼女は当然のごとくそれを手放そうとはせず、そうして激しく揉み合っているうちに。
Yeah, she injected her, but hold on a minute. The trigger got pulled in the fight. I get that part. What I don't understand is why it did anything to you.
ポエムなのにですか？私は常にプレイヤーの一人として人間
It
と
was
して
an act, yeah.
振る舞うよう指示されていました。
Not much was
当
obvious.
然あの量のハイメトリンを投与されては普通の人間であれば死を免れることなどできないでしょう。
That's why you died. To keep up the facade that you were a human.
いいえ、
Facade?
違います。
Facade?
倒れたのはゼロウサギによって再び電源を切られてしまったからです。ゼロウサギはおそらく私の正体を隠すためには本当に死んでいるかのように見せかける必要があると考えたのでしょう。
That was probably for the best, yeah, to keep the illusion.
そこでそれを忠実に再現するために彼はこの体の電源を落としたのです。とにかくあれは事故だったんですよ。多分四葉さんは私を殺すつもりなどなかったのだと思います。ただ私を脅迫するためにあの注射銃を取り出しただけで。
How can you be sure?
私が倒れたのを見て彼女はかなり取り乱した様子でした。呼吸を確かめ脈を取り私の肩を強く揺さぶりながら何度も私の名前を呼んだのです。私を殺そうとしていた人間がそんなことをするでしょうか。それに彼女はその後すぐに医務室へと向かい AED を取ってこようとしました。
You mean the defibrillator? That uses an electric shock to restart the heart, right? So that was why she left. At 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds, Clover left the cabin in the crew quarters.
四葉さんはキャビンの2号室を飛び出していくと
Do we have to go through so much detail?
はい、
She bumped into Dio.
出会ったとは言っても言葉を交わしたわけではありません。四葉さんは何も告げずにディオさんの脇をすり抜けそのまま血相
She's
を
still
変
a
えて
bitch.
医務室へと飛び込んでいきました。
And he just watched her go by.
おそらくディオさんは何か
Yeah,
あっ
and
た
then
の
he
だろう
went
か
to get the knife from from room number 2 in the crew quarters.
彼には他
Yeah, can we skip, please? Because this is going into more detail than we really need to know.
ディオさんは動かしかし
Yeah.
ディオさんが部
And
屋を
I'm
訪れた理由
on
は
a tight schedule now that I have to go out to run an errand, but I also don't want to stop the stream before I'm done with that ending.
一つは青のそろばん
Right. Without it, Dio and Kay, the yellow pair, wouldn't be able to get through the secondary door. Yeah, he went to get the bracelet, but the knife too, that had Myrmidons written on it, on the blade.
ええ、ところが室内に
If I had already taken it
そ
by
こで
then.
ディオさんは
Yeah, he wanted to get the
アリ
knife.
スさんの胸からそれが
Why did he want the knife? Was it because he used it to kill the old woman?
違うと思います。
Then what do you think?
彼は多分ナイフの刃の部分を
Right.
他の人たちに見
The
られたくなかったので
Myrmidons
しょう。
thing.
最初にナイフを AB ルームの間に隠したのもおそらくそのためです。
Why wouldn't you want anyone to see
覚え
that?
ていませんか？そこに
Myrmidons. Yeah, I already know.
そうです。彼が所属していた
Yeah, it's the name of the organization. What is it, like a club or something? I don't think so. Well, what is it then? We already know by now.
ええ
Terrorists. I'm afraid not. The people responsible for the spread of the Radical 6 virus. There we go. Wait, wasn't he here to try and stop whatever Zero was doing? Then, wouldn't that mean that he's on our side?
さあそれはどうでしょう。彼は4人もの人間を殺してるんですよ。それでも味方だと言えますか？
Ah, you've got a point. Damn it, this is ridiculous. I guess this enemy of my enemy isn't my friend, huh?
続けてもよろしいですか？
Yeah, keep going. After he took the knife, Dio rifled through what few belongings Alice had. Luna said he didn't seem to be looking for anything in particular. He was probably just checking to see if she had anything useful. That was where he found the key to Kay's suit. He didn't seem to have any particular reason for taking it, at least as far as Luna could tell. At 0 hours, 13 minutes, Dio left the room.
K さんが水色の扉を開く音を聞いて
Yeah, that's when Kay went in and tried to resuscitate
彼
Luna.
が向かった場所四つ
Yeah, can we skip that? We already know all those details.
室内には AED を抱きかかえた四葉さんがいました。四葉さんはさっきと同じように黙ってディオさんの傍らを通り過ぎようとしました。するとディオさんは
Yeah, that part I want to know more about.
待て、そんなもん抱えてどこに行くつもりだ。まさか
Thinking about trying to resuscitate Luna.
どうしてそんなことをする必
Why
要が
would
あ
you
る。
want to do that?
ルナを
You were the one who killed her. When Clover tried to push past Dio, Luna said they began to fight. Dio pulled the knife out of his pocket and pointed it at Clover's throat. That was when he showed up. Tenyoji?
何をしておるんじゃディオ。うるせえ。ジジイはすっ込んだろ。貴様。
He let out a yell and leapt toward Dio. The younger man dodged him easily and lashed out with a knife. Tenyoji caught Dio's hand with a grunt, and for a moment the two men struggled. Then as the knife edged closer, he wrapped his other hand around the blade and tried to force it away. But Dio was a much younger and stronger man, and the wound Tenyoji gave himself with the knife didn't do him any favors. He put a valiant fight, but with a roar, Dio threw him off, and Tenyoji collapsed to the floor.
どうするつもり？
そうだ、こうしてみるか。
He knocked her out, and then cuffed the two together at the sink.
いい眺めだ。
Come to think of it, he might have found the cuffs on Alice.
なかなかお似合いだぜお前ら。
なんなのよ。
見りゃわかんだろ。手錠で拘束したんだよ。
なぶり殺しにでもするっていうの？
そんな下品な真似はしないさ。
じゃあ一体
なあ四つ葉。
賭け？
白の第一扉が開くまであと20分とちょっとだ。閉鎖されるまでだと25分と少しってことになるかな。いずれにせよそれまでに誰かがこの部屋を訪れたらお前らには助かるチャンスがあることになる。だがもしも誰も来なかったら
ペナルティ？
そういうことだ。まあせいぜい叫び声でも上げて助けを求めるといい。もっともこの建物の全ての扉は二重扉になっているようだからよほど近くに来ない限り声が届くことはないと思うけどな。というわけで俺は一足先に B 階の倉庫に行ってるぜ。残りの25分。じゃあな。
No, Clover is dead.
結局この25分の間に
They died because they couldn't get past the colored doors before the end of the countdown.
誰かと言ってもこの時点で残っていた
They got injected with the poison because they couldn't get through the colored doors in time. You mean Mifa and K, right?
あの時シグマさんたちはキャビンの
Yeah. Kay had told us about you. We'd also noticed that the knife in Alice's chest had been removed. If only we'd known what was happening in the infirmary.
とにかく無情にも2人は手錠によって拘束されたまま白の第一扉が閉鎖される時刻2人の
Yeah, both of their bracelets injected them with the anesthetic, and then the tubercular in after
その
that.
時になって四つ葉さんはいよいよ死を覚悟した
And
の
then
です
she wrote Dio on her thigh.
ダイイングメッセージを書き
Right.
シグマさんがおっしゃった通り
I have
人間の
to
人差し指で
fast forward a little bit because I'm running out of time, and the word she wrote was Dio. Yes. I mean, all of that we already know. They're just like confirming what we already know. So, all right, are we getting to the good part now?
最後に娯楽室でハワイ先ほとんどその
Yeah, right. The two of them killed one another. And then Dio got pierced with the spear. Yeah, right. When did Kay get the luminol? After they went through the white door, Dio and Kay found themselves in the director's office. When they were done there, they headed back to Florey and looked for
他のみんなを
else.
探し始めました。まずはキャビンを捜索し その次に医務室へ入ると同時に、2人は四つ葉さんと天明寺さんの変わり果てた姿を目にすることになりました。もっともディオさんにとっては驚くべきことではなかったでしょうけど、とにかくそこで K さんは天明寺さんの所持品を調べ、
And that was when he found the
そういう
luminol.
ことです。これがこの施設で起こったことのすべてです。何か質問はありますか？
Well, what do you think? Does a bear shit in the woods? Well, the first thing is Quark's bracelet. Why was it in the
もとも
infirmary?
とは天明寺さんが持っていたのです。それがディオさんから暴行を受けた拍子にポケットから転がり落ちて、
But why did Tenmyoji have Quark's
私
bracelet?
がそのありかを教えたのです。シ
When?
グマさん、娯楽室でファイさんと一緒に天明寺さんと話した時のこと。
Yeah, when he sprayed us with the luminol, right? Sure, I
そ
remember
の
that.
すぐ後のことになります。娯楽室を出た天明寺さんはクオーク君の姿を探し求めて、その通路の突き当たり、扉の開閉装置が設置されたところで、私は彼に向かってこう言いました。天明寺さん、見てください。中央の扉のロックが解除されてるみたいで。彼は慌てふためいた様子で扉の先へと飛び込んでいきました。
That was the treatment room, right? Where Quark was sleeping.
天明寺さんもすぐにそのことに気がついたようです。彼はクオーク君が収容されていたポットにすがりつくと、その場でおいおいと声を上げて泣き崩れました。
How about you told us more about you and about the people organizing the thing?
ポットのモニターにはクオーク君のバイタルサインが表示されていました。それを見ればクオーク君が生きていることは、そのポットのすぐ脇のところにクオーク君のバングルはありました。天明寺さんはそこでクオーク君のバングルを手に入れたのです。
Why was Quark's bracelet off?
外したのです。
You cheated!
ア
How?
ルミホイルを使って。
What? You mean the stuff from the crew
よくご
quarters?
存知ですね。ではアルミホイルが電波を通さないことも。
What?
心臓にはわずかな出るところで
Yeah. Oh, okay. So yeah, she put it in between the wrist and the watch part of the thing, so it couldn't detect any heartbeat anymore. So you're telling me the aluminum foil can block the electromagnetic waves your heart sends out?
バングルを追い尽くすような形で左の手首に巻きつければ。
And the bracelet thinks your heart has
そうで
stopped. Holy shit! It was that easy all along.
とにかく私はその方法を用いて外し
Yeah.
た
Okay.
それ
Get
を。
to the point. Wait. Why was Quark in the pod to
そ
begin
れ
with?
も同じです。
Yeah. She put him there.
彼をポットの中へと収容したのも
When did you do
最
that?
初にクオー
Remember
ク君
when
を
we
捜
were
索
first
してい
looking
た
for
ところ
Quark?
ルーム
I
の
found
入
him
り口付
unconscious
近に
near
倒
the
れてい
entrance to
る
the
のを。
Golem Bay. So you carried him to the treatment pod. Were you the one who unlocked the treatment center too?
いいえ、それは私ではあります。私にはこの施設の重要な設備を操作する権限は与えられていないので、
So it was Zero Jr.
そういうことになります。
He reactivated your body too, right? Man, I don't get any of this. Why the hell did he do that? I guess it wasn't really him that did it, huh? He was just doing what Zero Senior and the old lady told him to do. Everything leads back to them, huh? Of course it does. Tell us who they are. Come on. Hurry up. So are you going to tell me?
ですか？
Isn't that obvious? Tell me what this project is. Everything that happens in here has something to do with it. So why were we brought
ノナ
here?
リーゲームをしていただくためです。
And why were we supposed to play the Nunari game?
計画のためということになります。
Why did Alice kill herself?
マジカル6に感染していたことが原因です。
How did she get infected?
老婆とゼロボスが感染させたからです。
Like everyone else. Okay,
計
why?
画のために必要だったから。
To induce the sense of danger and urgency for the morphogenetic field thing to work. What would have happened if Alice hadn't committed suicide?
私が四葉さんに疑われること
She
は
wouldn't
な
have
く、
accidentally killed me. Then
私
what?
は倒
Wouldn't
れ
have
ず、
collapsed, and Dio wouldn't have found my body. Then what would that would have meant the confrontation in the infirmary never took place. In other words, you're saying Clover and Tenyoji died for this project. Well, actually, it was a tubercularine that killed them. But they were only injected with it because of their bracelets, and they were only wearing those bracelets because of the Nonari game. If the Nonari game was part of the project, then that's one more weight it killed them.
そういうことに
If you want to look at it that way. Now, what about Kei and Dio? Why would they kill each other? Because Dio killed the old woman, he was worried about getting caught, so he tried to kill Kei before he could find out the truth. And if Dio hadn't killed the old lady, what happened in the rec room would never have taken place, right? So let me ask you this, why did Dio kill her? So he could pose as one of the participants. We already know all that stuff! And why did he do that? To disrupt the project. Then why did she let him kill her? The same reason they did all of this. It was a necessary evil, the project couldn't be allowed to fail. It's to save 6 billions of people in the past. The same way that Akane was saved in the past through the second Nonari game that took place in the first game. There you go, 6 people died here. 4 of them were murdered, one way or another by Dio. At first that makes it look like Dio is the reason they all died, but that's not true, is it? All of them, all 6 of them, they all died for this project. That means that the murderer, or I guess I should say murderers, were the old lady and Zero Senior, right? Get to the point, come on. Please, Luna, tell me, what is this project about? Who is the old woman? Who is Zero?
シグマさん、抱きしめてもらえますか？
What? Instead of answering, Luna wrapped her arms around me and buried her face in my chest. My own arms hovered in the air, confused about where they should go. I was swallowed hard and tried to rein in my heartbeat, which had suddenly doubled. I was about to speak when I felt something warm on my chest. Was Luna crying?
こうしてるとなんだ
Her voice shook as she spoke. I lowered one hand to her head and began to gently stroke her hair. Huh? Hey, Luna, what the hell is going on?
すみません。この体に改装された APT 人工生体組織はそれが禁止管薬を打たれたことで
I would have dropped the game here. She's a machine! Okay, okay, I get
気味
it.
が悪いですか？これが私の本当の姿です。私はゴーレム、ただの泥人形、人の手によって生み出された機械の塊に過ぎないのです。
I wrapped my arms around Luna and hugged her as tight as I could.
シグマさん、最後まで私のこと
Yeah,
こんな風になってもまた
of course, I trust you.
ありがとう、ありがとう。ずっとこうしていたいな。シグマさんの腕に抱かれたまま。でもそろそろ時間が来てしまったみたいです。
What?
私は2つの意味で重大な罪を犯してし
She
まいま
told
した。
him everything when she wasn't supposed to.
先ほどシグマさんはこんな風にお尋ねになりましたね。お前のその体再起動したのもゼロウサギなんだろうって。実は
Huh?
違うんです。私は自らの意志によってゼロウ
Ah,
サ
she
ギの
broke the
機能を構
rules.
成するシステム。そこにハッキングを仕掛けて。
What?
そうです。これが1つ目の罪になります。そして2つ目はなんだかわかりますか？私はやろうと思えば四葉さんや天明寺さん
Ah,
を
she
救う
broke
こ
the
とが
rules
できたん
because she
です。
didn't prevent her death.
そうすればケイさんとディオさんが殺し合うこともなかったでしょう。さらに言うとアリスさんの自殺も全ての発端である老婆の殺害も つまり私には計画
She had the
を根
ability
本
to
的
disobey
に
your
打倒する
orders.
能力があったということです。けれど私はそれをしなかった。これが私の犯した。私は三原則の第一条を。怖かったんです。私は自分の存在が言うまでもなくゼロウサギのシステムを乗っ取ることは重大な規則違反です。この命令に背いたゴーレムは危険な存在として処分されることになります。体の操作権限を剥奪されるだけでなく、メインコンピューターに格納された記憶も思考プログラムもごっそり丸ごと。
What? Wait, are you saying
私の存在は間もなく削除されます。ゼロウサギの自己修復プログラムが完了するためです。
is deactivating her?
そうだったらもう二度とこの意識が再生されることはないでしょう。
What? Why?
私は6人もの人々を見殺しにしました。これは当然の。
No, you don't. Even if you had done something, you would have been killed anyway. You can't blame yourself. You did what you could. You're not wrong. This game is what's wrong. Forcing you to watch your friends die is what's wrong.
シグマさん、ありがとうございます。私、シグマさんと出会えて。
Luna! It's going to be okay. I'm not gonna let them do this. You're gonna be fine, I promise. Just please
残
don't.
念ですが、もう時間が来てしまったみたいです。こんな風にあなたの胸に抱かれて死ねるなんて、私幸せです。
Luna!
ありがとう、シグマさん。そしてさようなら。
Doctor? Doctor, what? But she couldn't answer. I squeezed my eyes shut and left her unable to bear the thought of letting any more of her slip away. She's just a robot retard talking to Sigma. With one last quiet chime, the music box wound down. I was left with nothing but silence and the cold pool of tears over my heart. And with that, it's over. The way she acts is because of the real person that she's made after. Yes, that's it. Or at least, that's the most logical answer. When you know who she is made after. Yes. Well, okay, guys. I'm gonna skip the credits, save, and I'll be on my way because I should have already been gone for a few minutes already. But, anyway. So I will be back tomorrow in the evening then, and we will continue. We still have 2 endings to view. Actually, who are the 2 ones that I don't have the ending for yet? Phi, obviously, and Quark. Oh yeah, I haven't had the Quark ending yet either. So we still have to see that one, I guess. What was that? 5 Minutes of Life. And what was the other one? Oh, I can't see that ending now. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I should try to see that one next then. Well, we'll see that tomorrow anyway. Thanks for watching, everyone. That was very much appreciated. I will be seeing you guys very soon again. And take care of yourselves until then. Bye-bye.